Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today you've got me and my wife here. We're going to talk a little bit about her race, how it went, and yeah, we'll do that.
Do that? That's real nice.
Real nice, Clark. So anyway, yeah, no business was now 11 days ago.
Today's the 12th.
I know, so 11 days ago. It was on the 1st, right? So yeah,
Sure.
11 days ago.
Okay.
Obviously, you guys saw the video, which the response to the video has been amazing. The comments from people have just been awesome. Appreciate you, everybody commenting on the video, wishing Val, a speedy recovery, but just about the video itself, just super awesome comments. So thank you all. I'm glad everybody has loved it. So obviously, as you know, Val and DNF'd unfortunately from the no business. So Val, tell us about, I guess, the first section from the start to Peters Mountain.
Okay. So when I got ready at the start, I was already worried about my hip. I was concerned that it would start hurting right off the bat. In my short runs, usually it would take about 30 minutes for me to start feeling some discomfort in my hip. So I was waiting for that to happen, and really it never did happen. So from the start to Peters Mountain was pretty straightforward. I don't remember any
yeah, because you got to Peters Mountain, and you told me that, and I think you can hear it on the video, but she said that her hip was fine, wasn't hurting. Kind of massaged her back a little bit and her glutes just to make sure they didn't tighten up and stayed loose, is what she said. But what?
Oh no, it wasn't Peters Mountain. I was trying to remember where I had to poop. Was it Peters Mountain?
No, it was somewhere between Peters Mountain and Bald Knob.
Oh, okay.
So, but we'll get to that, but how did the section from Peters Mountain to Spring Branch before Bald Knob go? Because that's where it was gravel pretty much the entire way, 5 miles, and just sun exposure in the heat.
Yeah, so that was probably, I don't know what time it was when I hit that section, but it was warm.
It was afternoon.
Yeah, it was warm when we hit that section, and I really underestimated how difficult it was going to be. I thought that section would be more of a time makeup, just kind of easy to run, able to run faster, kind of turn your brain off. And it ended up being not so easy because it was hot, and it really put some pounding in my legs. I'm not very fast walker, I found out. There's actually a lot more people that were able to walk faster than I was doing between my run-walk intervals. So I would definitely work on that for next year.
So then from Spring Branch to Bald Knob, you come into Bald Knob, and you told me you had overheated. And then before you even came down the mountain, I was sitting there waiting, taking video. Somebody was coming, oh, your girl's coming. She had to take a knee or something. She got really hot. So I knew you were coming in hot, but yeah, you said you got. You said you overheated, so yeah.
Yeah, so the last couple miles, only 2 miles, we're up on the ridge, and the ridge line was very exposed, very hot, very dry, and I just got way too hot. So I didn't take a knee because I was hot necessarily. I took a knee because I was trying to get the other flask out of my bag.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's where you came in, and you can see her mouth on camera. She says, I have to poop.
Yeah, I spent 4 miles looking for a good place to poop, and there really wasn't one. And I realized that when I got to, where were we?
Bald Knob.
Bald Knob, that there wasn't a bathroom there either. So, you lied in your video about the things.
Actually, that's a good question.
The things that runners.
I'm going to go off camera. Keep going.
What was it? The 10 things runners know? You said you won't poop. I really was expecting not to poop. Well, lies.
That was after the race.
Twice.
That was after the race. That sometimes you might not poop.
I pooped twice during that race.
I wanted to look something up.
And I'm fairly confident at least one person saw my butt.
It's radio. Okay, not bathroom. So there's bathrooms there. Yeah, there wasn't radio. I thought there was supposed to be a bathroom. Somebody said there was supposed to be a bathroom there, but there was not. But there wasn't supposed to be. So never mind. Anyway, so you left Bald Knob, still not pooping.
I found somewhere to poop not too far after that.
Yeah, okay, well, good. Headed to Blue Heron, came into Blue Heron. The first time, 33-ish miles, you're over a 50K.
Poop again.
Yep, again, that's it. She has no issue with that, apparently. So then you tell us about the aid stop there at the first Blue Heron.
The first Blue Heron stop was a little bit rough for me. I hadn't been eating a lot of food. All I was eating really was gels, HAHAHA gels and mashed potatoes, and I really wasn't eating anything at the aid station stops. Nothing seemed good. You guys had tried to give me peanut butter sandwiches. Those were
too much peanut butter.
Those were bad.
Lots of peanut butter on them. It was kind of, you couldn't really chew it because, you know, when you run, you just...
Helpful hint, thin peanut butter, lots of jelly. It goes down much easier than a lot of peanut butter on a sandwich. So you guys had ramen for me, and those were really good. Before Blue Heron, there was a lot of people that were really like down, negative spot, and I was by myself. Between negative energy and being by myself, it was really tough mentally getting through there. I would definitely have music for those times next year.
Yeah, something to tune out a little bit, or to not be in your head so much.
Yeah. I'm a music runner, so I like music when I don't have people to talk to.
So you go out on the Blue Heron Loop alone. We give you the headlamp because it was getting on in the afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, that was me. But so yeah, Blue Heron Loop, how did it go?
That was hard. It was really hard. The whole first half of it was uphill.
Yeah, it's a lot of climbing. Uphill
plus the ladders. And I've run it in the opposite direction, and it didn't seem as hard.
Oh, you ran the opposite before?
When I ran it just in training, I had run that loop, and it didn't seem as bad in the other direction.
Oh, okay.
Could also be because I hadn't run 30 miles previous to it, but it just seemed really, really hard. So it was hard. I was by myself. It was getting dark, and I was tired. And I completed a 50K, and that was the longest I'd gone. So things started to get real. Get real.
That's what it got fun. Yeah, so I went up to Cracks in the Rocks to meet her, and I'd been sitting up there for a little while, and it started getting dark, so I turned around to head down, because it was about a 6/10 of a mile hike. So I started to go down the mountain, and I heard somebody coming around the corner, so I stopped and waited a few minutes, and she came around the corner, so I was able to follow her down to the aid station stop there in Blue Heron. And then that's where it got really real, and the panic attack ensued, and yeah, all that.
That was fun. It was actually more intense for me than it even looked like in the video. You couldn't see as much as was going on with the panic. Steven tried to calm me down, talking to me, but I couldn't hear him at that point. And then Emily came, and she did some grounding technique that she had learned, and it really helped me to refocus, and I was able to press on from there. Yeah,
she got refocused and came out of the bathroom and wanted to change her shirt and her bra because it was all wet from sweat.
Yeah, I decided that after I came back from the bathroom, and I didn't want to go back into the bathroom. It seemed like a really far way to walk. So Emily put a towel.
She's holding a towel like this, like in front of Val, and Val's in the chair still, changing, and you can't really wrap a towel around somebody like this, so she's just like this. And
yeah, so whoever was over here behind me, you're welcome.
You never know what you'll see at an ultra, especially 100 mile. That's when people stop caring. You'll see people just lube up everything out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah,
I didn't have any problems with chafing.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So anyway, she did change. She left with her pacer Greg, and went through Laurel Hill to Ledbetter. I'm sorry, no, from went to Ledbetter, then Laurel Hill. And so you didn't make it to the infamous Duncan Hollow where everybody pretty much died there.
Yeah. Laurel Hill was pretty deadly too. There was a lot of death happening at Laurel Hill.
So you got into Laurel Hill then, and kind of walk us through, I guess, just briefly your decision to how you knew to DNF there.
So I was having actually foot pain going into Ledbetter. It was in the inside of my foot, and it was causing me pain. And I was having a little bit of discomfort early on from running downhill in the back of my knee. When we left Ledbetter, that downhill just killed my knee. It was pretty painful going down that section. So that was hard, and I was doing short run walk intervals, and Greg was kind of just, after a while, he was like, you either need to run some more, or you have to be prepared to run in the morning when the sun comes up. He's like, but you're gonna have to run. And so I kept trying to run, but my run intervals kept getting shorter and shorter until finally my knee just started hurting so bad that I couldn't hardly run down the hills. Like, if people would be passing me on the downhill, and I'm doing like this really awkward hobbling downhill thing and cursing every rock that I have to step up on.
You can't hear it in the video, but in the raw footage I have, if I crank it up so it's crazy obnoxious noise on the outside of what you want to hear, but you can hear her, like every step is like just the pain of, you know, going on. And that's, yeah, so she was definitely feeling it.
Yeah, and that was probably at least 6, maybe 5, maybe 6 miles before we got to Laurel Hill. And there was a lot of really, I mean, not super technical, but like little step ups and like little rocks and a lot of maneuvering that you had to do, and it was just so painful. And then there was this random ladder that I don't know why it was there, just to make my life difficult. So anyway, so probably like 3-ish miles out, Greg was like, "You're going really slow." He's like, we're averaging like 21-minute miles. He's like, "Can you run?" And I was like, "No, I can't run." And then I just started thinking about making the cutoff, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make the next cutoff. And so we were looking at the cards, and I was like, this just hurts so bad, and I'm not gonna make the cutoffs, and I don't think it's gonna be worth it to go on, because I'm not gonna make it, and I'm really gonna cause some damage. So that was when I decided that I wasn't gonna go on.
Yeah, and so from Laurel Hill, that's where they called me. The volunteers were awesome enough to take her to Peters Mountain so I could pick her up. Otherwise, she would have had to wait at Laurel Hill until they closed the aid station down and get a ride back, which would have been a long time because it's not a crew accessible aid station. So they took her there, I picked her up, and then you guys seen the video, you know the rest. But yeah, so how's the knee feeling right now though?
It feels pretty good. I still have some soreness behind the knee, and then like if I'm on it for a long time, I'll feel just like sort of like, not pain, but soreness. Just, it's a strain. I mean, it's a strain. It's not, nothing's torn, I don't believe. No. Just overuse strain. So just giving it some time to rest before I start this all over again.
Yeah. So she's already decided she wants to run it next year. Get that buckle back, get the buckle, and complete the 100 miles, and definitely, keep the body healthy and do a full training block. I've got no doubt in my mind that you'll do it for sure. Mm-hmm. You got the stubbornness to to do it. Speaking of no business, I am still editing the general no business footage video I'm putting together. I've got a lot of footage of other runners, not just my wife. So I'm putting together another one. That should be out hopefully Friday, probably not, but Monday, for sure by Monday it should be published. So you guys can look and see, maybe you'll see yourselves in the video. But then tomorrow, or well, today that you guys are watching this Wednesday, I've got to go back to the doctor. I went on Monday, but today I'm going back for an MRI on my left leg. Going to get that hopefully confirmed now, whether I have stress reaction, stress fracture, if it's healing is the main thing. I want to know if it's healing, and get a hopefully more of a timeline of how much longer I might need to rest, or if I can go ahead and start running and get training, because I've got a race now in like just over a month, November 20th, just over a month, 50K. So been doing a lot of biking, been enjoying that, but ready to get back on my feet running for sure. That's what I love to do. Anyway, that's what's up. Just want to give you guys an update on her race and all. So thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys. If you want to take a look at the race video, if you haven't seen it already, I really recommend it. It's going to be over on this side. You can take a look at it. It's going to be probably maybe in front of her face. I don't know. But it is, hopefully you guys will like it. And then on this side will be a playlist of the other no business videos I put together to take a look at as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.